The states will have a greater say in setting Australia's immigration targets in a push to take the pressure off our big cities. In a rare moment of unity, the Prime Minister and Premiers all agreed the nation needs a population plan. Here's political editor Chris Ewerman.
The politicians have mostly left Parliament and the halls now echo with Christmas cheer. The Prime Minister's caravan rolled into Adelaide, where he was trying to boost the Coalition's healthcare credentials.
The $1.25 billion extra we're putting into health and hospitals.
Too little, too late.
Scott Morrison met the Premiers to settle on a population plan where the states have more say on the immigration intake.
To ensure that each state's needs are taken care of.
We do need to get skills not just from Australia but elsewhere, and so it has to be maintained, if not increased.
We don't want to be looking at a smaller Victoria or a smaller Australia, but we do have to look at investing in the things that make the biggest difference.
We want to grow our population. We want to switch off the tap of young people leaving our state.
I think there is enormous potential for us to grow our regional communities through encouraging students.
The Prime Minister and Premiers have held a COAG meeting, agreeing to develop a population plan directing immigrants away from congested cities. But Scott Morrison's call to cut the migration rate was met with disagreement, including from an expert he called in.
Scott Morrison's first Premiers' Conference in charge, a packed agenda and limited time.
So with all of that, I propose that we get on with it.
Forging consensus on a new bottom-up approach to population policy, individual states determining the number and mix of skills they need by January, the federal government setting the overall intake in the April budget.
To protect the quality of life that Australians have, to grow our economy and to ensure that we get the growth where we need to have that growth.
Agreeing too that transport, health and education services need to keep pace with population growth.
We've agreed today in the clearest terms perhaps ever.
But the Prime Minister's plan to cut the migration intake by formalising the current underrun with a lower cap,
which is around 30,000 less than the current target of 190,000,
was rejected by the demographer he hand-picked to address the COAG meeting.
We should be keeping the migration program around its current level. Without migration, we're just not going to be able to meet the labour demand in the country.
Well, he's entitled to his view.